What's up, Toaster Studios? It's Brett Batesby in the video here, and today in this video I'm going to be teaching you guys how to study for a hard math test. So, if math is not your best subject and you have a math test coming up pretty soon, I think this video will help you out. And we're going to get into some awesome tips here today in this great video. Intro, let us go. Alright guys, so let me know in the comments down below if math is a subject that you struggle with, or if it's a subject that you're good at. Let me know in the comments down below. I'd like to hear from you guys. What do you think about mathematics? And you know, if you're someone that thinks it's easy, then I'm a little bit envious of you, to be honest, because it's something I always struggled with. And it's starting to snow again. But anyways, yeah, let me guys know in the comments down below about your mathematics skills. While we're in Mornington Park, super awesome venue for this terrific video here today. Alright, so tip number 1, take notes in class. Take notes when you're in class. Try to listen to the teacher. You know, I know in math there's a lot of formulas and stuff involved sometimes. Depends what you're doing exactly, but you know, there could be some things that you might have to memorize and remember for the test. Try and write them down. Write down the formulas or the different rules or laws or something like that. Try and take the notes, write down what you think is important that's going to be on the test, or just something that could help you. You know, if it's a certain formula, a certain rule, a certain thing to remember in your head. Write those down on paper. Write those things down on a piece of paper. Alright, so tip number 2 is going to be practice a variety of different math problems and study them when you get home and practice getting the answer and going through the problem and everything. So that way there, when you get the test, you'll know what to do in each scenario. So, you know, if it's long multiplication or long division, which is something I struggled with for quite a little while, practice those things at home. You know, practice them. Ask your teacher if they can give you some questions, then try them out at home. If you're not sure how to do them when you get home and you're confused, I'm sure there's a lot of different resources online, or even some YouTube videos that could help you out. So that's pretty awesome. Alright, Toaster Strudel. So the next tip is to join a math club. So if there's any math clubs in your school, you could join that. You know, you could ask your teacher, go in for math help. When I was in high school, once a week, one of the math teachers had math help. I'm pretty sure it was Thursday or Friday. Every morning you'd go in for an hour, and then they would help you out with any problems you had questions for. Any problems you were having trouble with, or any questions that you had. You know, you could go in there and they would help you out. That helped me out slightly. I was still pretty bad, but you know, it does help out if you can go in for math help once a week, or if it's twice a week, or if it's every day. Try and go as much as you can. Also, math club. You know, however much they have that. And if there's like a math club or a math group, you can join. Another thing you can do is maybe your teachers could help you out during lunchtime. That's another thing. Maybe if you're in elementary school or high school, your teachers could help you out during the lunchtime. So another good tip that I'd like to share with you guys is that when you're in your math class, you can ask the teacher as many questions as you want. You know, I remember when I was in class, like I would literally ask my teacher like 10 questions a day or something like that. You know, if there's something you don't understand, just keep asking questions. Keep asking them, you know, what do I do at this point? What do I do at that point? You know, and just really try and understand it. That's what they're there for. They're there to help you out and make it easier for you to do and help you understand what you're doing. So don't be afraid to ask questions during class, after class, before class. You know, you could ask them 10 questions a day, just like I always did. Don't be afraid to ask them questions. That's another great tip. Another good tip as well is to try and make math fun. I know that's kind of funny, like how could you possibly make math any fun at all? And you know, just try to, you know, try and make up, you know, like a game or some kind of flashcards or some kind of like book. Like we had like those little books that we'd like make up by ourselves. We'd have little books. So it'd be like, you know, how do you do long multiplication? And you open it up and it's like the whole problem solution to the problem. Stuff like that. So try and make little crafts, little books, games, anything like that. You know, any kind of games. I remember when I was learning how to multiply, I played like a multiplication game on the computer, on the PC, which was pretty fun. It was like an adventure game. So anything that you can do, you know, try and make it fun, different, cool. Something else you could do is if you're struggling in class, you could ask a friend. If you have a friend that's really good at math problems or math in general, try and ask a friend, you know, how do I do it? Or how do I do this specific problem? What do I do when I get to this part? Stuff like that. Try and ask your friends, or even if they're just acquaintances, like you're not really good friends, don't be afraid to ask those people. They could help you out after school. You know, you could get a tutor. You know, there's so many things you could try to do. Like when I was in college, I had a tutor for math, chemistry, and physics. So that's 3 things. And I did decent. We'll say that. You know, I definitely, you know, I did decent enough to finish. So that's good. So ask your friends if you're not sure, and you know that math is something they're strong at. That's another good tip. So you got your parents, you got teachers, you got your friends. And you got online. Alright, so when I was in high school, and also when I was in elementary school, my worst subject was math. It was always something I struggled with, you know, all the time in school. And it's actually not my worst subject. Can you guys guess what my worst subject is? It's actually chemistry. When I was in college, I took chemistry once, and it was really hard. All I expected it to be was like the periodic table of elements, like what is AU or something. I thought that's like as hard as it would get. And I was completely wrong. I never took chemistry in high school before, so it was really new to me, and there was a lot of math involved in chemistry. You know, like I didn't know how to do like molar mass or whatever, all these terms and units and stuff, which I really struggled with because there's a lot of math involved in chemistry. So whenever people ask me what my worst subject was in high school, or, you know, technically it was college, but, you know, what subject I struggle with the most, I always tell them chemistry, because that was my worst subject, actually. So anyways, math was probably my second worst. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching my video here today, how to study for a hard math test. If you really enjoyed this video, don't forget to drop a like. If this really helped you out, let me know in the comments down below if this helped you out. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel to see more great videos coming up really soon here once again that you're not going to want to miss. Thanks so much for watching. My name is Brett Batesby. I'll see you guys again next time.